Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Sasha, and for today's video we're going to be doing a makeup review of this beautiful PACifica Major Headlines Blush Palette. So I ordered this on Halloween because that's when it went back in stock for the second time, because after, like, I guess when people did the reviews on it, this blush palette really hit it big that it got sold out twice already. So I got it the second time that they restocked, and currently it's sold out right now. So I'm very happy to be able to get this, and you might be able to get this in your local Sephora if they have it in stock. At my local Sephora, I don't think it was on stock in mine, but it's too far of a drive too. It's like a 40-minute drive for me. So beautiful. Look at this, you guys. $55. It was worth the splurge. I haven't like tested out myself, and I know there's several videos. I only skimmed those videos like very briefly. I just looked at the swatches, and then I heard that they say it's better to put the powder blushes first and then the cream over, just to have that touch. I don't know, it just looks better supposedly, because usually you're supposed to use cream blushes before and then you put the powder on top. But I'm actually going to test out both ways. So I'm going to do the cream and powder on top one cheek, and the other side I'm just going to do the powder and then the cream on top. So let's just check out the packaging. I know it's very reflective. It's like mirror like. It's really huge. So yeah, you can use this kind of like a mirror, but anyways, it does have a nice rectangular mirror here. This blush palette is very beautiful. The packaging is just so sleek, so elegant. I really love PACifica, like his powder blushes. I have like 3 of his blushes, and I just want to try more of his products. Like, I really wanted to get the lamination brow gel, but it's out of stock right now, so probably maybe whenever it gets back in stock, I'll pick that up. So let's do some swatches, do some first impressions. Well, first impressions like in person, you know. I see swatches online and they look really pretty. That's why I was very, you know, I really wanted to buy this, because it just looks so pretty. Like, I just love blushes, and plus you get so much like product. I mean, for the price and for the amount of what you get, I think it's a fair price, I would say. So I think they have like the same name. So I think this is She's Doll, She's Vibrant, and then She's Baked. So it feels very creamy, like not super creamy, but it feels like very thin to the touch. It also reminds me of the Seraphine Botanicals cream blushes. Okay, so here's the swatches of the cream blushes, and they look really pretty, very sheer. So I'm gonna do it right next to each other. Yeah, the powder ones are way more pigmented. Yeah. Here's the swatches from the blush palette, so the cream and powder. So the powder ones are really pigmented, while the cream, they feel like more sheer, more lightweight. So I was just saying earlier, it reminds me of the Seraphine Botanical cream blushes that I just got in my Boxycharm box. I think for today, I'm going to use these 2 blushes. And if I had more of a cooler tone look today, then I would have used this. But I could add a little bit of this and see. But I'm going to test out these shades mostly. So yeah, since it's super sheer, it's pretty easy to blend. It's just adding a touch of color to your cheeks. So it's very sheer. So I really like the formula of the cream blushes so far. So that's so pretty by itself. Oh my gosh. It's barely a little bit color, but it's just enough color. Okay. I'm using my Moto Angle Blush Brush. So that's what I'm using. So it's very easy to apply. So with this brush, I'm going to use the Lurie's Blush Brush. It's like the blue one. And I'm going to do the powder first on this side, and then I'll do the powder right on top. So I'm just going to combine these 2 shades. So since the powders are more pigmented, you have to be careful. So, ooh, that pink. You guys, I completely forgot, but so there's like a plastic casing you're supposed to cover it, so when you use the powder doesn't mix in with the creams, because it'll mess up the formula. So I forgot to close that. So hopefully it's still good. So I'm adding a little bit more color. So yeah, so the powder ones are so pigmented. So I did put a little bit too much here, so I'm just gonna kind of lift it. So I'm going to use my sponge that I was using earlier, and just kind of lifting it. And I'm going to put the powder right on top of this cream and see how it looks on this side. Ooh. Okay, so very pinky, guys. So yeah, a little bit always goes a long way. So now I'm gonna go back into cream, and then I'm gonna put the cream on this side. So let's see, get a little bit of this and this. So I think it depends on your preference. But I think I like this side better. So I did ooh, I did a cream right here and then a powder on top on this one. Oh, this side just looks a lot better than this side. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, so this is the side I put the cream on top. Let's see. I'm gonna add a little bit cream to see if it looks better on this side. I don't know. I think I prefer this side. This side just looks better. I did put a little bit too much on here, but I just like the way this looks. This, it looks like, it just looks kind of powdery in a way, like powder looking. While this side, it's just a touch of flush. It looks really nice. Alright guys, so I'm back. So basically I had to like redo my makeup a bit, so I had to take off the blush part. So I preferred like this side how I was looking, so with the cream and then the powder on top. So that's what I did. And also another thing, so behind the scenes, you guys, I used all three of these cream blushes, and then I used these two powder blushes down here. So you guys, I have some things to say about this palette, this blush palette, because right before I went ahead and took off my makeup, I basically played around with this color, this shade right here. And you guys, the powder blushes, they're super pigmented, so you only need a little bit, and use like a very fluffy blush brush if you can. It's like, don't overdo with the powder blushes. The cream blushes, you could go ahead and go crazy with it, like right here, because they're not so pigmented. They're very sheer. I like the way the formula for the cream blushes are, but the powder blushes, they are super pigmented. Like, it's super pigmented that it's so easily to get carried away with, like very easily. But the results it gives, it's really pretty. But it's good for like a blush moment. Like if you want to make a blush statement look, then this is the blush palette for you. If you guys are not afraid of color, like to add to your cheek, because this will add color to your cheeks. I guess I have to test this out another day to see how it would look if I went very easy on this. I even tried for the second time. I did try to go easy with the powder blushes, but even then, me trying to go easy, it was still super pigmented. So maybe I have to do like just very light and just build the color up a little bit, little by little. So I think I'll try that next time and see. But I will say this blush palette is not good for beginners. So if you're like new in makeup and you've seen videos that, oh, that blush palette looks so pretty, I would say that this blush palette would be very difficult to use just because of the powder blushes. It's just so easy to get carried away with since they're so pigmented. The cream blushes, the formula of the cream blushes is so nice. So if the cream blushes were more pigmented, then I would just use the cream blushes alone. But since it just adds like a little touch of color, like I guess on natural days you can. But even then, you guys, so is this palette for $55. I still think this palette is worth it because I'm not afraid of adding color to my cheeks or adding color to my eyes and my lips. Well, I still need to get used to adding more color to my lips, but like if you love the pinky, the punchy, and this one's very like this one's very pigmented, guys. So you see it right here, right? So I'm gonna just build the color up. So I'm just gonna build the color up again right here. It's so pigmented. You could kind of use it maybe as a bronzer if you wanted to, like very light, but it's just very pigmented, guys. So let me do one swipe, and yeah, basically it's very pigmented. Like I feel like I don't really like the formula to that brown one. It's just so dark, so you really have to go easy. Like I don't know, I feel like it was patchy in a way. I'm not sure if it was just me because it was super dark for me. So let me just try this one again. how this one is. Yeah, I'm just testing out the color to see how it is. Yeah, they're just super pigmented, guys. So I'm just doing like one swipe and it's just adding so much color. So that's why I say this blush palette is not good for beginners, because it's just very easy to get carried away with this and end up looking like a clown when you don't really want to. So my final thoughts about this blush palette, I think I have to play around with this a little bit more. I'll say that I don't really like love it. Like, it's not like my instant favorite blush palette or blush formula. I really like the cream formula, but the powder is very pigmented. I feel like it's more pigmented than the other ones I have. I have the She's Adorable, She's Seductive, and some other shade. I forgot what shade. But I have 3 different shades in the powder ones, and they are pigmented, but I feel like these, it's way more pigmented, especially these two. Super pigmented. And of course this too, but you can always mix these 2 colors in. Just add a little bit blush moment to your cheeks. The other blushes I have, I love those blushes so much. Those are gonna be like my favorite out of this year, like one of my favorites. Anyways, guys, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed my honest opinions about this blush palette. Like, did you guys pick up this palette? Like, what do you think about it? Like, let me know down below. Yeah, and thank you guys so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.